Sean, I got another one here. It's James Benitez in Huntsville, Alabama. He says, first, Frank Martin, you stated that he's a threat. I got him a top 3 talent at 135 now. I think he's with Shakur Tank. Could you elaborate on why Frank gets a title next year or not? Now, I only wanted to bring that up because are you picking him over Colbert, who has to move up to fight him?
I would pick him over Colbert. Yeah, I'm high. I'm high on Frank Martin. One of the few fighters out there that can just kind of do just about anything in the ring, from being explosive with power to being fast, quick, sharp, can counterpunch, can use the ring, and can be aggressive and come after you. You know what I mean? I think that he is, in a lot of ways, a very complete fighter at 135. And I do think that he's a threat to anybody because he's almost liable to do anything at any point in time to offset what you do well, you know? And then, of course, we're having Derek James in his quarter, and I've seen the way Derek James, I haven't seen him personally, but you just see the way his guys operate in the ring on Fight Night. You can see that he game plans very well, and it's almost like he knows everything about the fighter, and we do these things, we'll be successful, you know? So I think that he beats Colbert. I think Colbert has basically shown his hand and who he truly is. I think he has one fighting style. Now, I'm not saying that you have to have multiple fighting styles in order to be great or anything like that, but if he can't counterpunch you, then what does he do? If he can't hurt you off of the counterpunch, then what does he do? You know, Colbert is not.
So you don't think that fight with Garcia was just
the night?
And he underestimated him. You know, you look at that paper.
Replacement.
Like, let's be real. Even me, I've been telling my audience for, I would say in the last maybe 3, and that's me being generous. So it could be the last 12 months or 24 months. Don't bet on Dominicans. So I would have went into that fight just like Colbert. Like,
he a Dominican.
I'm Dominican, but what Dominican can we trust? Jason Rosario was a unified champ. I know personally he had Snickers under his bed. Like, I mean, there's no Dominicans I can trust except maybe.
Hey, man, I ain't going to be a part of no snitching.
Listen,
the reason why
I'm
I pointed to
you
is because
my audience.
The reason why I pointed to you is because I was just saying a couple weeks ago that we have a wave of Dominican fighters that are coming to the States that are like on some different stuff.
And that's what you're saying, coming to the States. I don't like the Dominican that comes here but goes back. It's hard, Sean. Like, $1 American is 50 Dominican pesos over there. You know, it don't matter.
That makes sense why they be stunting.
Exactly.
You know what I'm talking about, too.
Slow down.
Yo, and that's the thing. You get over there, it don't matter what they paid you. You balling in the eyes of your public.
Man.
You are balling. So they get caught up in that life.
Look, Sean,
it's very hard for them to be disciplined.
Especially, like, for me, I watch all sports, right? Bro, Dominican baseball players notorious. It's the same thing. They get a couple
They
dollars.
fall off really quickly, huh?
Very.
It's just a matter of what Nessa's saying. You know, they come from poverty. They come from nothing. They touch money they ain't never seen. And now, like, we've literally had your Dennis Ugas. He's Cuban, I get it. But he came from Cuba, came from nothing. He then said it out his mouth. I used to wear fake watches, fake jewelry. I had to fake it till I made it. Yeah. And a lot of those guys have that mentality. I mean, just a lot of people, I feel like that come from
touch back because my
that.
audience is dogging me here. So I just want to be clear and say that there were good Dominican fighters like Joan Guzman, but his name is tainted. He's missed historically 3 or 4 big weights. He was dropped from numerous promoters for missing weight. He couldn't be trusted. His name is getting glory again because of what he did with Jermell Charlo and Derek James in that undisputed fight. Outside of that, Jason Rosario, again, unified champ, but notoriously known for, you know, his camp habits, and he got knocked out by a jab.
Javier Fortuna
missing weight
shouldn't be a 40-pounder. He's a 40-pounder because he can't make weight.
Right.
You know, so, you know, Michelle Rivera, Hector Garcia, Alberto Puello, these are the new crop. These are the guys that we will give an opportunity to change our opinion over Dominican boxing. And shout out to that young lady, Sean Boxing from the Dominican Republic. She's putting a lot of guys on. But you know, there is a perception of Dominican boxing, and you know, hopefully these guys can change it. But you know, I can't be faulted for telling you the truth. Like, what up, YouTube family? Don't forget to hit that like button. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Help us get to that 1 million subscribers. We're on the road to 1 million, and obviously, we have other great content on our Patreon channel. So since this video is over, head on over to our Patreon and check out all the exclusive content, or right here on our YouTube members.